Hello guys, welcome back to our third and our final game of the group stage in the GPC World Championship tournament. Today we're facing the Vert, and the Vert is a great guy and a great battler, and he's been involved with the MPL. The MPL is a great league with a lot of fantastic battlers in the league type format, and if you don't know, definitely check out them because they have great matches all weeks. So the Vert, yeah, what can I say? For this match, I can say this already. It's a bit of a spoiler, but the match is going up late. Jar advances, he is 2-1. Weimar doesn't advance, he's 1-2. And me and the Vert are both 1-1, which means the winner of this match makes it to the knockout phase stage and the other one doesn't. So this is really the tiebreaker. So a couple of things to note before the match. One, this is nothing against the Vert, this is nothing against anybody at all, but if you don't know about the match of Jar versus Vert, it came down, they have calculated it out, it came down to an Ice Fang miss, and due to that Ice Fang miss from the Tyrantrum of Jar, Vert was able to come out on top with a 3-0 victory. He otherwise would have lost the game. It would have meant he was 0-2, I'm 1-1. This would have meant that I would have advanced if I would have won, or if I would have lost due to differential things. If I've lost with a differential, I think it was a 3-0 or less, then I would also advance. But this is not the case. It's Pokemon, it's the game we play, and on the one hand, I'm not that happy with it because it puts me in a bit of worse position. On the other hand, it does means everything is at stake at this match, and it makes it more hype. But the problem with me, more hype, it's the tiebreaker. It means I feel the nerves more than I do already. I can say this to you guys. I'm quite a nervous person when it comes to like league battles, and this kind of reflects my place. Most of the time early game, it even goes through the whole match. I'm just really nervous. I can make some stupid plays at stupid times, and this could then really get to me and such. So there are not many league matches I think I have played to my full potential, and you will see in this match that again this time this is also kind of the case. So bear with me on this match, I have to say, and yeah, we will still try to put out our best foot and try to win the game. So first, a quick team analysis. With here our sweeper again, our center is extra drill, and yeah, I will with his team consists of, you will see it at the right, his team consists of the Latios, the Superior, the Mega Beedrill, the Lantern, the Infernape, and the Gliscor. So yeah, his main way to deal with extra drill is his Gliscor. So that's the thing to note about Gliscor. Probably it would be brought for the extra drill. Then Lantern is a great check for my Mega Pidgeot. Then we have Infernape. Infernape can be physical or special. Most of the time it will. The Sword Dance variant is the scariest for me because last time I mentioned Vacuum with Blaziken. Neck Punch Infernape with Iron Fist is even scarier for my team. At +2 it still does like around 80% to Mega Pidgeot, and it OHKOs Tyranitar and Extra Drill, and it's just a really scary threat for my team. It can pack the Earthquake for the Quillfish, it speed ties with Virizion, it 2-hit KOs the Reuniclus, so it's really scary. Then Mega Beedrill, U-turn for Mega Beedrill really hurts most of my team, and it can grab quite a lot of initiative due to that U-turn. Then he has Superior with Leaf Storms can be really scary. I have not the best switches in, and Latios can also run a couple of things. I think I'm the scariest of like a Life Orb or a Life Orb Calm Mind variant with like HP fighting for Tyranitar. I'm kind of expecting something around those lines. So this week I've had some help from my friend Anthony, kind of at one of the last moments, because yeah, the team was just a bit lacking in some departments. I will go over what was lacking and why he helped me change some things. So first of all, we have this extra drill set. And as I mentioned, probably his Gliscor will be the thing to deal with the extra drill. So that's why I went with a magnet rise extra drill. So his Gliscor can't deal that well with me because it can't hit me hard with earthquakes. Then Iron Head and Earthquake are like my main moves to hit his whole team hard. And then I have Swords Dance, so Magnet Rise Swords Dance. If I can pull it off on the Gliscor, I can really put a number to his team. At first I thought Life Orb would be best, but I saw from mob battle and such that Life Orb I still take damage from this on the Gliscor then. And even if it would be like a substitute or something, yeah, it was just hurting me. And even Magnet Rise, he couldn't really touch me that much, but still the Life Orb did hurt me. So in the end I put Iron Plate on it because Iron Plate still boosts my Iron Heads, because that's the most important thing, because if I get a bit of chip damage off on the Latios and the Superior and even Mega Beedrill, I can take those all out with Iron Head, and I can, if Lantern is not around or Infernape is a bit low, I can spam Iron Head against his team. My spread is really a simple spread. It has enough speed, I think, to outspeed in the sand. I think it's highest Scarfer, so this might be Scarf Superior. It also might just be Scarf Infinite, because I didn't really saw Scarf Superior coming. It's one of the two, I think, Scarf Superior, just to be safe. So that's my extra drill. And then I will go over. I won't go in order. I will go to Qwilfish now, because this is also a set I came up quite early with. This was just a Rocky Helmet Qwilfish to be able to deal with Mega Beedrill. Max HP, max defense. It deals with Mega Beedrill quite well. It punishes its U-turns. Even Drill Run doesn't do that much damage to me. I run spikes on it because his team is quite. He either has to bring Defog Latios, which I could abuse if I expect some. If I expect a Defog from his Latios, I could even trap it with like Titar. So I don't think he would go Defog Latios. It's not a risk-free play, and Defog Gliscor would mean he doesn't back Toxic Heal, and yeah, against like Extra Drill, if he wants to wall most of my team, I think Toxic Heal is nice for it. So he doesn't have the best house move. I thought Spikes could be nice for his team, especially because if he has the Mega Beedrill, the Lantern, if that decides to Volt Turn around my team, I kind of want my Spikes up. Then I just have Poison Jab to hit things that would come into Qwilfish, like Latios, Superior. It's super effective. Latios, it hits for damage. And then as last two moves I have Waterfall and Aqua Jet. This is the combination of Waterfall into Aqua Jet kills Infernape, which is really big for me, so it can't set up on me because the Aqua Jet would take it out. And that's why I run Aqua Jet plus Waterfall. Also Aqua Jet could pick off like a weakened Mega Beedrill, which could be nice. So that's the Qwilfish set. Those two sets I came up quite early with. Then I will go over my Mega Pidgeot set. Anthony helped change one move on this. I had this set. It's again enough speed to outspeed the Superior, and it has Hurricane, Refresh, U-turn, and Roost. So Roost is just to keep healthy, because I kind of want to be like out of range of a Mach Punch from the Infernape and just be healthy to take some hits. Hurricane just to hit his team really hard. U-turn because his main switch is the Lantern, so with U-turn I can grab an initiative on the Lantern, which is really nice. And in the beginning I had HPIs, and Anthony said to me, yeah, I had HPIs or just ice coverage on a lot of mons, and he said, yeah, you are just over preparing for Gliscor a bit too much. And this was just, I thought maybe he would bring Spidef Gliscor. This could be a bit of annoying to my Mega Pidgeot if I only have Hurricane. But he mentioned Refresh to me, and then it hit me, yeah, that's really great, because one, it deals with Toxic Gliscor, and two, Mega Pidgeot is like a good switch into Superior, because Mega Pidgeot outspeeds Superior. It can, I think, a neutral Life Orb Leaf Storm does around 33%, so this means I can take 2 Leaf Storms because it has the +2 special attack boost. But if I'm switching to Superior, he also could predict this and go for the Glare on switch. So if I have refresh on the glare, I can he glares me as I come in. Then the next turn he goes for leaf tom, I go for refresh, I refresh off this glare and I can outspeed it again and hit it hard. So yeah, refresh definitely was the better option, and I just didn't consider this how I would be able to deal with superior. Otherwise I think I might switch in on another glare or just scout out with other mons. This just refresh was all out the better option. Then we have a Ray Nicholas set. The Ray Nicholas, I firstly wanted to have more of a defensive Ray Nicholas to also be able to deal with Swords Dance. Infinite, I was just really scary of that mon. I first played around with the first 3 moves were always there, Psychic, H and HP Ice, to just hit all of his team at least really hard. A super effect, Latios, HP Ice, Superior, HP Ice, Mega Beedrill, with Psychic, Lantern Psychic, Infinite Psychic, Classical HP Ice. So it's really nice. HP Ice I went because it hits Latios, Superior and Classical all. And especially Glasgow with Taunt could be the switch in for Ray Nicholas. Recover to keep healthy. We ultimately decided on Regenerator because Magic Guard wouldn't do that much to me, only if he gets up rocks, but it was not that likely that he would go for rocks on versus my team. So ultimately we went leftovers and regen. And as I mentioned, I first wanted a defensive set, but we made it a special defensive set, and this was just in the off case he would bring a Nasty Plot Infernape. On my previous team I didn't have something to deal with Nasty Plot Infernape, and also to help with Latios, because as I mentioned, HP fighting Latios could be scary, because if he predicts T-Tar on my initiative switch and I go hard into Tyranitar, if he then HP findings me, it's a 2-hit KO, he KOs me, and we have a big problem. That would mean Mega Pidgeot is there to revenge it, and Centaur's Exodus there to revenge it, but nothing really switches in on it. And this thing with leftovers and regen and this dev investment, it can switch in on the life of Draco, which is really nice. So yeah, all in all, this Ray Nicholas set, especially defense, was just better than defensive this match. And as last move from Trick Room, we moved to Thunder Wave. This was because Trick Room, this team we ultimately made was a bit faster than the other team. On the other team, you will see the Tyranitar set in a moment. I had a Choice Band Tyranitar because if I Choice Band Tyranitar, he doesn't have a switch into this, but it outslows his whole team. So maybe Trick Room into the Tyranitar is an option, but yeah, ultimately it was a bit of shoot down this idea because it would be hard to pull off, and Choice Band Tyranitar without Trick Room, it could maybe take out one mon, but then it would ultimately easily die to the other one. So yeah, that was not the best idea, and that's why we removed Trick Room from Ray Nicholas and put Thunder Wave on it to just cripple one of his faster mons, because he could have had Latios, Superior, Mega Beedrill, Infernape, all mons I kind of want to slow down. So ultimately Thunder Wave was the best option. Then Tyranitar, as I mentioned, I thought first start Choice Band was the play, but yeah, it won't still be really able to take on Latios if it would have HP fighting. So we went with another Tyranitar. This Tyranitar has Stealth Ops, which was important, quite important in this match. At times it could be. And then we have Ice Sponge, Earthquake and Pursuit with a Tenga Berry. We are still enough, just a bit of speed, enough to outspeed Lantern. I thought it could be a problem, and if we could get a surprise kill with Tyranitar, that would be nice. We have Pursuit, Ice Punch and Earthquake. Ice Punch hits like Gliscor really hard, it hits Superior and it hits Latios on the switch. Earthquake hits then Lantern and Infernape, and Pursuit is for the Mega Beedrill. And we have the Tenga Berry, so this means we can take this deals with super effective bug type moves, it halves the damage, so we can take a U-turn for Mega Beedrill and go for Pursuit, which means we Pursuit trap the Mega Beedrill, and this either kills it, or it puts it solo, it maybe dies to one Rocky Helmet or just to Stealth Rocks. So this would effectively Pursuit trap the Mega Beedrill, which otherwise could have been a big threat for my team, because only Centaur's Exodus outspeeds it, and if Qwilfish would go would have been too low to because maybe it has to take on Infernape or something like that. So all in all, this was a nice Tyranitar set which Anthony came up with, a Tangerberry Pursuit Trapping, and yeah, it just the coverage, the 3 moves it has is really nice for his team. And then the last move, the last mon is Virizion, and Virizion is a Life Orb Swords Dance variant, and yeah, Swords Dance was just there just in case. It was just Close Combat, Leaf Storm, Accessor hit just his whole team really hard. And first out I had a whole different Virizion set, but Anthony said to me, yeah, that won't probably do that much work, and it's kind of set up for like Infernape. And yeah, I kind of agreed with him, but I thought an offensive Virizion wouldn't do that much in this match, because yeah, he has the Gliscor, Mega Beedrill resist, like all his moves, even the Go Zenith Bird. Yeah, I just don't hit Gliscor. But he said, yeah, it can still do work. It at least speed dies with Infernape, and it KOs with Close Combat. So for Latios Superior with Accessor, Mega Beedrill is just really thrilled. Don't want to come into a life of Close Combat. Lantern with Leaf Blade, Infernape Close Combat, and Gliscor we can still hit it really hard with like Close Combat, Leaf Blade. If he Swords Dance up on it, it won't be that much of a problem if it doesn't pack a flying move. So after he said, yeah, offensive Virizion, I thought, yeah, it does more work than I anticipated. And all in all, this was the best option, because if you look at the team, I said the Infernape was really scary for me, but everything on this team is able to deal with Infernape, so it can all just stay in on Infernape and just KO it in like one hit and neutralize that big threat, which is really important because I don't want it to set up basically. So we will just now hop into the match, and yeah, here we have the match. In this match, first I thought, should I just lead with Qwilfish? Like he might lead Mega Beedrill, which is a nice lead for me. He might lead Infernape, which is a nice lead if I lead Qwilfish. But I thought to myself, he probably leads like Mega Beedrill, probably. Like most of the things he would lead with, and most of his mons, my Mega Pidgeot has a good matchup against, and it can Mega Evolve up, because this is really important for me to Mega Evolve as soon as possible, because that's superior. I said in the team builder Mega Pidgeot is able to deal with superior. This is true, but it has to be Mega Evolved, because if I switch into a superior non-Mega, this means I take a Leaf Storm, but the next Leaf Storm kills me. If I'm Mega, I outspeed superior and I threaten it out. If I'm non-Mega, this means he can just go for a second Leaf Storm, kill my Mega Pidgeot, because on the turn you Mega Evolve, you don't get the speed boost, and yeah, superior then would be a really big problem for my team. I would have then have to rely on Center's Extra Drill, and if it doesn't have any prior damage, that could have been game. So that's why I wanted Mega Pidgeot to Mega Evolve as soon as possible. That's why I decided to lead with it, as he just leads with Infernape. I think I hit 101 base speed, he hits I think 108. He probably outspeeds me. He could be a lead set with rocks. I didn't think he would bring it, but it can still be. So I decided to just go hard into Qwilfish, because yeah, if he is Life Orb offensive, what stops him from just clicking Flare Blitz here? So I just do that, as he switches first, and this means he was indeed faster, so I made the right call to switch out, because if he stayed in, I could have died to a Life Orb Flare Blitz. He could have even been Scarfed, then I would have been able to take a hit, but still I couldn't risk that. I go into Qwilfish as he goes hard in Lantern on the Mega Pidgeot. I don't know why. I get that he made the Lantern play because it's his switch into the Mega Pidgeot. I don't know why he just went for a Flare Blitz engaging damage or something. Because yeah, he wouldn't really lose that much from it. Qwilfish is not that big of a threat to his team. Yeah, it would have meant maybe one layer of spikes. I didn't think it would hurt him that much. But still, he comes out on top because I also switch it. So his lantern is in. I have my quillfish. I still need it around to check some of his mons. So I just go into my Virizion. It can deal it can deal quite a lot of damage to his team, and the Virizion is kind of my most expendable mon at this time. So I go out into Virizion. He predicts this nicely. He goes for an HP flying, doing over half to me. And I'm thinking, well, that was a nice prediction. But I'm also quite happy he made this play, because I probably either I'm going to do a lot of damage as not KO this lantern, or I just force out this lantern, which means I get initiative. If he had Volt Switched it here, he could have maybe brought in like his Mega Beedrill, or he just could have went hard into Infinite. Infinite would risk speed time, but he could go in Superior, try to substitute up, or just try to do things, or just go into Latios. So I'm happy he didn't get initiative. And yeah, Virizion is not needed that much. It doesn't need that much health. And here I just make the safe play of Leaf Blading, because I thought maybe he will just stay in, because me clicking another move, predicting his switch is quite obvious, because who would stay in with his lantern now, because it's his only Mega Pidgeot check. So I make a safe Leaf Blade play. This was not the best play, as you will see, and it would have never been, but I was just really nervous at this point in time. And I just go for a safe Leaf Blade. Obviously, X-Scissor was the play, because what do you switch into a Virizion you don't know anything about? You either go into Superior to take like a close combat, or a Leaf Blade, or you go out into Latios, and I both would have hit. Both mons I would have hit really hard with a X-Scissor. So kind of a misplay here. He goes out into his Superior. I'm thinking, what should I do? My as you see, my Pidgeot hasn't Mega Evolved, so I know I can't go hard into my Pidgeot. So I just go for an X-Scissor Scout. Oh, I do go hard into Pidgeot. Sorry. Okay, I do go hard into Pidgeot. Don't ask me why. Seriously, don't. Because I don't know. Because if he went Leaf Storm, this would have been a really unfortunate game. Kinda. Also, I think I know why I made the play. Still don't think it might be my best play, but I knew Virizion would be able to live a Leaf Storm still at 36%. So I knew he either would have went for like Substitute if he had it, or like HP Flying. So that's why I went into Mega Pidgeot. But probably I should have just sacked my Virizion, just be safe, because this Pidgeot, as I said, it needs the Mega before it's a switch into Superior, as I've explained numerous of times. Then he gets an unfortunate crit with his Superior, which means my Mega Pidgeot now only has 43% of health, which is not really nice. Then I break us up with Hurricane. I know he probably is going to switch, but on the off chance he stays in, I go for a U-turn. I go for U-turn because if Lantern comes in, I get initiative, and also if he decides to stay in, I can U-turn out, sack my Virizion, go back into Pidgeot and scare him out or revenge him. Because if I go for Roost, he stays in, he Leaf Storms me, I lose my Mega Pidgeot. So I want the initiative, and I also want the initiative at this moment because I'm in the back. So I go for U-turn, Lantern comes in, I can go into my Virizion again. Here I'm thinking, would he make the Superior play again? Yeah, maybe. He knows I'm Life Orb. I also think, so I was thinking, what should I do? As I last time went for Leaf Blade, he might expect me not to go for Leaf Blade this time. But I thought, on the off chance he does switch, most of the things, I have 3 moves. I have X-Scissor, Leaf Blade, Close Combat. So I thought to myself, okay, Leaf Blade is the obvious play. He has switched for that. X-Scissor, if he stays in, X-Scissor won't do much damage. and I want this threat out of the way for Mega Pidgeot, and also so excess of close combat. It was close combat was my play of choice. It would still hit Lantern really hard and his potential switch. He for some reason decides it is a good idea to stay in with his Lantern, kinda getting his only Mega Pidgeot quote unquote check get really low, as he just takes me out with HP flying, probably predicting something like a coverage move from me. I now know I can just I thought, yeah, what should I do? And I thought at this point in time I would just go out into Mega Pidgeot, revenge this Lantern with a Hurricane, and look like what would he switch in now, because nothing on his team would really would enjoy taking a hit from this Pidgeot. He goes quite fast into Latios, so I'm thinking Scarf Latios doesn't make that much sense, but I also don't want to risk my win con and Mega Pidgeot at this point in time. So I go hard into Ray Nicholas, because that is my switch in to like a Draco or such. He reveals Dragon Dance, and at this point I'm thinking, wow, he is a physical Latios. This can be quite scary. So what I now do, I calc the damage, and I know I can live an Outrage from this range, so I just go for Thunder Wave, neutralizing this Latios, and this is really nice. I get some leftovers back, and now I'm thinking, yeah, what should I do here? He's locked into Outrage, and for some reason the nerfs are really, yeah, I already mentioned this, but nerfs are really getting to me. I don't really know what I should do. And I thought to myself, okay, this first Outrage hit 76%, but from the calcs, because he is not a live op variant, the roll is around 65 to 76, is quite a high roll to like the highest roll possible. So I thought, okay, I can just recover up here, get him like confused, maybe he will then switch out. I have a high health Ray Nicholas that I can switch out, but for some reason I thought Paralyze means you always outspeed, but Paralyze just it makes that your speed is a quarter, and as Ray Nicholas is really low speed, Latios is at +1 and really high speed. This Latios still outspeeds me. So as you will see, he will just kills me with an Outrage, and he gets a 2-turn Outrage. What I should have done, because I didn't know what to switch in, I thought Quillfish would still be 2-hit KO'd. I wanted Quillfish for like Infernape and such, for like the Mega Beetle that hasn't come out. I probably should have went into my Extra Drill, because Extra can't one-shot this Latios from full with Iron Head, but it would mean I take a big Outrage, and that probably is a 2-hit KO from even from full. But with Paralyze and Iron Head, Paralyze is 25% chance, Iron Head is a 30% chance. This means I've over halved to like Para flinch him, which maybe you may not want to rely on Hex, but that probably was my safest play. And also, if he got, as we see now, a 2-turn Outrage, he would be paralyzed, confused, and with Iron Head the potential to flinch. Yeah, it was a really high chance that he was not able to attack. And also, Exodil was not my win con anymore. That was Mega Pidgeot, and I had things for all his mons. My other mons were more important than the Exodil, so I should have definitely went out into Exodil, but it didn't occur to me. Maybe it was the nerfs, maybe I just didn't see, maybe I thought Exodil was more important than I thought it would be, but I sacked my Ray Nicholas here. Then I still don't go into Exodil, because I thought Iron Head doesn't kill if he attacks me, because he had got the 2-turn Outrage. He probably has the Earthquake. Earthquake kills me. I also thought he would have something for the Tyranitar, and so that's why I now went out into Mega Pidgeot. I know if I U-turn now and faster, I get U-turn damage off, go into Quillfish, I'm able to take some hits with Quillfish and kill it after. Again, should have run out into Exodrill, kinda either forced him out or just tried with the Paralyzed Confusion and the Iron Head that he won't be able to attack me. Exodrill was less important than my other mons, but I don't make that play. I decided to go this route because I thought that was my safest route and like the best route I could go for. I U-turn out, he goes for the Natural Gift. Kinda was what I was expecting when I saw Dragon Dance. He was natural gift fighting for the Tyranitar. He thought maybe the Tyranitar would come in now, but I just go into my Quillfish, gets an Intimidate off, and yeah, I thought I can't really switch in anything on Outrage again. If he decides to drag Dance up, no, even Earthquake, I don't want to risk Mega Pidgeot, so I just stay in, go for Poison Jab, no it's 2-hit KO. He gets a big Earthquake off. I go for another Poison Jab, takes out his Latios, and we're up 4-4 now, but it's still possible, but it's still quite a hard match. He goes out into a superior. Mega Pidgeot is low, so I can switch this in, and I would be able to take a Leaf Storm probably, but it would leave me really low, and he could also just substitute up on my switch. So I just decide to stay in with Quillfish, as he just Giga Drains. I don't know why he went for Giga Drain over something else, probably to get some health back, and he probably expected me to just sack my Quillfish. I go into Mega Pidgeot, I just go for Hurricane. He doesn't have a switch to Hurricane. Then he goes out into Gliscor. And I think due to that crit, I might have just been in Life Orb Mag Punch KO range due to the earlier crit, or I may just have been out of it. So I thought if I would have been in the KO range, Infernape definitely was his play, and I still think it was his best play because I couldn't really risk recovering up on the Infernape. But on this Gliscor, I thought, yeah, if he has Stone Edge or Earthquake, Stone Edge doesn't do that much after the Roost. Earthquake hits me after Roost, but still does only 30 to 40%. So I decided just to Roost up here, as he reveals to also have the U-turn, so he probably has U-turn Earthquake as his two moves. U-turn mostly to try to stall out Sand a bit more, so he just U-turns out as I get some health back with my Mega Pidgeot. He goes out into Mega Beedrill, just his regular Beedrill now, and here is the game. This play decides the game, because I know non-Mega Beedrill, Mega Pidgeot outspeeds and kills with Hurricane. I'm out of Mag Punch KOs now, definitely, so I kill Infernape. Gliscor I can 1v1 with this Pidgeot, so Pidgeot could win this game. But here's Beedrill. If you look at my team, before Megaing, if I would be max speed Quillfish, probably don't, but Virizion, Extra Drill, Pidgeot, it doesn't outspeed those three, so I thought he has Protect, U-turn, Poison Jab, Drill Run. Hits my whole team really hard, great coverage for my team. So I expect him to Protect here, because he went out into his Beedrill at this point in time. So I thought he will just go for the Protect. Protect would made so much sense to me. Also, I'm sorry, Protect helps him stall out Sand if he would have needed that. So I make my best play possible, and that's going hard into Tyranitar, because if he protects, which would have been the best play for him, because he would risk the game here if he doesn't. And why wouldn't he protect? Because U-turn kills Tyranitar. You have Drill Run for the extra drill, and you kill, if you Mega Evolved, you also kill Mega Pidgeot from this range with like a Poison Jab. So I go into Tyranitar, knowing after the Protect he's faster, but if he packs the U-turn, I can take a hit and I can Pursuit Trap him and just kill him from there. Also, yeah, so that's my best play. So I go into Tyranitar, as the play he makes is the U-turn, and this probably is game. It becomes really hard now because his Mega Beedrill is Mega Evolved. Sand will run out in 5 turns, and Sand Drill is the only thing that outspeeds this Mega Beedrill at this point in time. And yeah, the Quillfish is down, so this is going to be a problem. And he pops my Tangle Berry, so I can't live another hit from this. And yeah, after the match, he revealed to me that he wasn't Protect. He was Swords Dance, Drill Run, He thought this would be a good idea because if he predicted the Quillfish, he could Sword Dance up and then go for Drill Run. It does still big damage. It doesn't OHKO me. I think it does it around 60, maybe 70 max. But I really expected Protect Mega Beetle, and I still think today that the Protect Mega Beetle would make much more sense. But yeah, props to him for making this play. That was the game deciding play. The risk, it was high risk, high reward for him, and it paid off because he does big damage to me. He goes out into Infinite. I can switch out on Infinite. I know he probably is live off Mag Punch. I can't let it set up. If it sets up, it's definitely game. If it doesn't set up, I may have a chance, so I have to sack Tyranitar here. He goes indeed for the Mag Punch, not risking anything. I go out into Mega Pidgeot. I know I'm out of Mag Punch KO range. It does 40. It might have been at 42. It might have been a roll to kill me, and I just kill him with a Hurricane. But at this point in time, that everything, the early game where I made so many misplays due to me being so nervous, and then that non-protect play, everything, it threw me off so much that I took quite a lot of time here, and I just didn't know what I needed to do, because I thought, how is it still possible to win the game, and if it's possible, how? And for some reason I thought, okay, if I go hard into Excadrill, I might have a chance, because I thought, okay, I need Excadrill in now because Sand is still up. But in hindsight, I should have just sacked Mega Pidgeot here to a U-turn, and then he went into Gliscor. It would have been Gliscor versus Excadrill, and then the game would go from there. But I don't do that. I will just let the game play out from here. I go out into Excadrill, take a U-turn, no real reason. And he goes out into his Gliscor. I decide to Magnetize up if he decides to stay in and just goes for EQ, thinking he can take me out. He just goes for U-turn, knowing he can take any one hit from me. Sand runs out, Mega Beetle comes back in. So yeah, he does that. Sand runs out, he goes for U-turn, I live, I know I could live that. I go for Iron Head again, and at this point it doesn't matter, even if I would flinch this Gliscor down, Mega Beetle comes in and kills my last two mons. So I get a crit, doesn't matter, he goes for U-turn, making this a 2-0, because now Mega Beetle is Mega Pidgeot, and he just kills me with a Poison Jab to be safe, and that's a game. That's the game. So that was a really close game. Came down to, yeah, that non-protect play. I have to say, also as mentioned, nerves were really getting to me. Still, congrats to Vert. He played a great game nonetheless, and he was able to come out on top with a 2-0. So he advances to the knockout phase. And yes, it's kind of sad that we didn't. We tried our hardest, but yeah, we got knocked out of the tournament. It's really unfortunate. I first want to say a couple of things I should have done at the end of the game, and then we will go over kind of a short recap about the tournament. So all in all, what I should have done was, I think it was here, should have sacked my Pidgeot, come in with a full health Excadrill on a Gliscor, and so even if he would have went for like, my friend Anthony told me I should have just kept Iron Handing, hoping he missed a Drill Run. I think that was one option I could have done, because the Sand would run out in one turn if Excadrill was in, and then yeah, I should have done that play. I think I might, what I probably would have done was, like, here he goes into Gliscor. So this would have been the same exact scenario, but then Excadrill would have been at full health and Pidgeot dead. I probably would have Magnetized here, even if he went for U-turn, because Magnetize means if I don't Magnetize here, his Mega Beetle comes in and revenge me with Drill Run. If I Magnetize here, he goes into Mega Beedrill, U-turn is not able to kill me, and I go for Iron Head on the incoming Gliscor, and probably I would still need like a crit or a flinch on the Gleisscore to be able to win the game, because 2 Ironheads don't kill the Gleisscore, and I think 2 U-turns from both mons together kill me. So that would have been then the game. It still wouldn't be in my favor, but it would have been a better play. But as I said, all the nerves, everything of the match came together, and that's just what happened. So enough of me rambling on. About the tournament, I really enjoyed the tournament. I got to meet quite a lot of people from the community, really great guys. I really enjoyed the tournament. I'm kind of sad I didn't make it. On the other hand, the matches were so nerve-wracking for me. I was kind of glad it was over. It also it took me quite some time with all the battling, scheduling, and making the teams, and preparing, mock battling. That I really enjoyed it, but it took so much time that I was also a bit of happy that it was over. And yeah, about the tournament further, I don't know if I make it to the GPC. I probably won't, because I got knocked out in the group stage. Also, there are really a lot of great guys in this tournament. A lot of guys which are already quite known in the community and are great battlers. I wish everyone the best of luck to make it to the GPC, because that's why we're all here. And about the mons, I really enjoyed using this team. I have never used the mons except Tyranitar. Tyranitar I really loved already, and I still love the mon. What can I say about the other mons? I think Extra is a good mon. I don't think Sand Offense, or at least Sand Rush Extra Drill, is my type of mon. I haven't been able to use it as I wanted in these matches. So yeah, Extra Drill might not be my kind of mon. Ray Nicholas, I definitely really loved using Ray Nicholas. But I think the thing with Ray Nicholas is it can be physical, defensive, and special defensive, but it can also be offensive. And with Ray Nicholas, I think you need a team that you are not a team that's able to not force Ray Nicholas into one specific role. So don't draft a team where Ray Nicholas has to be physically defensive every week or specially defensive every week. Have a team that where Ray Nicholas can be offensive, physically defensive, and specially defensive. That's, I think, where Ray Nicholas shines the most. Mega Patriot, oh god, I love that mon so much. I don't know, it just clicks Hurricane, but it has some niche other things. It doesn't have the best coverage, but I really loved using Mega Patriot, and I will definitely try it out in one of my future leagues. Maybe it's not that great in a like with more mons, like an 11 or 12v12 type of format, but I still think it's a great mega still, and most of the time it gets you more points in a point-based draft, or it doesn't cost you too much budget in a budget-based draft. So I definitely will try it out. I really love the mon. Virizion is the kind of mon that it's a low tier pick. It's most of the time it's around tier 4, not too much points. It's quite a nice typing. It can be especially physically offensive, even can be a bit more bulky. You generally run it more offensively, even it has only base 90s attack and special attack. Still a nice mon for certain games, definitely, I think. As last mon, Quillfish. Quillfish, it's just a nice utility mon. I think you don't draft Quillfish as your only bulky water, but if you need maybe spikes, toxic spikes, and you kind of can afford yourself a Quillfish, it can really shine in some matches with nice utility options. Don't think it's a mon you want to bring every week. I brought it mostly defensive. I really wanted to try out some other things, but with only D6 mons, Quillfish was just really limited in my team. But definitely an interesting mon to try out in the format. So that's all I have to say about my mons, about the match, about the tournament. I have to thank everyone involved into the tournament, everyone that organized the tournament, that are the guys from the GPC. which are mostly Bluesy, Bob, and Jared. Really thanks guys for inviting me to the tournament, and yeah, thanks for having me, and thanks for organizing this tournament. All in all, a great experience, and enough of me rambling on. So yeah, later guys, bye.